The New Japan Pro Wrestling Road to Power Struggle Tour kicked off today with a Kouraken Hall show headlined by an elimination match. We have the stable of Los Ingobernables de Japon facing off with Suzuki-GUN in the main event. Eliminations, as we all know in these matches, can occur by pinfall, submission, DQ, or being thrown over the top rope and both of your feet hitting the floor. This show was notable for Kazuchika Okada bringing back the IWGP Heavyweight Championship belt. As I stated in a previous video in a press conference last week, Okada stated that he does not recognize the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, the title that was created early this year when the IWGP Heavyweight and the Intercontinental titles were unified. Okada says he still recognizes Kota Ibushi as the final IWGP Heavyweight Champion and holding that title. He would be face Ibushi for the belt when he returns from injury. So here are the results from today's show that happened earlier today. So we have looks like a 6-man tag team match here. 6-man tag team match player. Hiroshi Tenzan and Ryusuke Taguchi and Master Wato taking on and defeating the team of Robbie Eagles, Tiger Mask, and Royer Oya in about 8 minutes, 15 seconds. Wato used the Boston Crab to submit Oya. Thought this was a solid opener right here. It's good to see the Junior Heavyweight Champion back. Good to see Tiger Mask back here. They're going to have a challenge for those Junior Heavyweight Tag Team straps against El Desperado and Yoshinobu Kanemaru here pretty soon. So it's good to see them back on the show. They're on the losing end. Of course, good to team with the young line. I thought this was a solid opener. Moving on up the card, we have Evil, Yujiro Takahashi, and Sho representing the House of Torture via the Bullet Club. And teaming with Dick Togo, of course, is also House of Torture. Taking on and defeating Hiroki Goto, Tomohiro Ishii, Yoshihashi, and Kosei Fujita in about 8 minutes, 22 seconds. Sho had Fujita in the snake bite when the referee called for the stoppage here. He actually hit him with a steel chair before. This is probably one of the better House of Torture matches that I watched, but still, there were still shenanigans here. There's still, ref bumps. There were still chair shots. They're still throwing into the barricade. Still all the House of Torture shenanigans here, but it was what it was. So moving on up the card, we had the Great O'Khan and Aaron Henare representing the United Empire, taking on and defeating Toru Yano and Satoshi Kojima. If you don't know, now you know. Toru Yano's King of Pro Wrestling 2021 provisional trophy will be on the line versus the Great O'Khan coming up at Power Struggle. So these are the preliminary matches for it. O'Khan pinned Kojima after Eliminator. I thought it was actually a solid match right here. It's good to see Aaron Henare back on New Japan's ring in the cerulean blue. It's been a little bit since we've seen him, so I'm glad to see him back right here. Thought this was a decent match. It did what it needed to do. Moving on up the card, we got Hiroshi Tenzan and Yuji Nagata taking on defeating Kenta and Geto in about 10 minutes and 14 seconds right here. Tana tapped Geto out to the Texas Cloverleaf. More stuff. I like this match right here, building up to that Power Struggle with IWGP United States Heavyweight title match. So, yeah, I thought this was good. I thought this was a nice, solid match right here, man. Then we move on to the the penultimate match of the show. We have Tama Tonga, Tangaloa, and Jado taking on and defeating Kazuchika Okada, Togi Makabe, and Tamaki Homa. Tama pinned Homa after a gun stun right here. So it looks like Tama Tonga will be challenging for that IWGP Heavyweight title, the version 4 belt, if you want to call it the G1 belt, I guess now. So it looks like he's going to be challenging for that. So that's fine and dandy. That's cool. He got the victory right here. So it just kind of makes sense. So then in the main event, we had an elimination match. Zack Sabre Jr., El Desperado, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, and Doki defeated Los Ingobernables de Japon's team of Shingo Takagi, Sanada, Romu Takahashi, and Bushi. Sabre and Bushi were the final two guys in the match right here. Sabre won won by submission with "Yes, I'm a long way from home." So if you don't know, Zack Sabre Jr. will be challenging for that World Heavyweight Championship, the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, against Shingo Takagi at Power Struggle because he's the first guy to defeat him. He's the first guy to tap him out in G1 Climax. So it just makes sense, man. So yeah, and we have a show tomorrow morning. It comes on 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. So let's see what the matches we have. We have another elimination match. We got Tanahashi, Okada, Hiroki Goto, Tomohiro Ishii, and Yoshihashi versus the Bullet Club's Kenta, Tama Tonga, Tangaloa, Evil, and Yujiro Takahashi. We got Robbie Eagles, Tiger Mask, Hiroshi Tenzan, and Master Wato versus El Desperado, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, Zack Sabre Jr., and Doki. And it's going to be interesting because Master Wato and Robbie Eagles are very testy with each other. To see both of them kind of be on the same team, I'm kind of looking forward to that. So then we have Los Ingobernables de Japon, Shingo Takagi, and Sanada taking on Satoshi Kojima and Tomoyaki Homa. We have Toru Yano and Togi Makabe versus the Great O'Khan and Aaron Henare of the United Empire. Los Dos Peligrosos, Hiromu Takahashi and Bushi versus Ryusuke Taguchi and Kosei Fujita. And Sho versus Royer Oya. So we have that coverage for that show on Monday. We are the Almighty SOS Wrestling Network. Be sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tell a friend and tell a friend. That price up subscription is $3.99. I am the Pro Wrestling Fly Guide. I don't like ugly. I love all the most luxurious things. Got the most luxurious hands. My hands is, known for writing that new wave, opening my new mansion, you know, caressing ladies, shit like that. That's what my hands is for, baby. You already know, but that's here and over there, man. It is what it is. We signing off, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all holla at y'all later, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. We gonna be strapped into this power struggle tour. Sayonara. Adios.